Welcome to Lemonade Thoughts, the show where my guests and I question the moral thoughts and actions of everyday people. Questions. This episode we'll talk about if one life is more than the other, the definition of happiness, the versions of the trolley problem. I'm here with my guest, Mia Condon, who is a Gonzaga prep student, and welcome.
Hello.
Yes, would you like to say who you are?
I'm Mia Condon. I go to Gonzaga prep and I graduate in 2025.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to talk about moral questions and thoughts like the trolley problem. And let me just describe. The trolley problem is where you're on two separate tracks, and the track that you're currently on happens to have 5 individuals who, if you do nothing, they will be crushed under the trolley or train. But if the other tracks is only one person who you could sacrifice if you pull the lever on the trolley, killing that one person over the 5 people, what do you do?
I'd rather do something about it, and I'd go towards killing one person than killing 5 people and just sitting there and not doing anything.
Okay. So you're purposely killing someone in order to save 5, if you were doing it.
But I am doing something instead of just sitting back and letting something happen.
So do you think doing something is better than doing nothing in that situation?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Okay, so the next kind of question like that is, say you're a bystander, and you're watching the trolley problem happen before you, like somebody's on the tracks, and they say they want to do nothing, and they're going to kill the 5 people because they don't want to be doing anything bad. Like, say, if they go on trial, it's like murder or something. They don't want to do anything bad. So, say you're just on the side, and there's a pillar right next to you. If you, tip that pillar over, you'll stop the track, and you'll kill the person that's on the trolley, but you'll save the 5 people.
Would I save the rest of the people on the train, or would it just be killing all
There's
of them?
only one person on the train.
One person.
So would you kill that one person by tipping over the pillar that's next to you in order to stop it from coming from the 5 people?
Yes, because whoever it is, had a chance to stop, but they didn't stop, and I would rather save those 5 people than have the person who is doing the action not do anything about it.
So would you say that, their decision wasn't as valid as yours if you were in that situation?
Yes.
Okay. So, say you're in the same situation, but you know that you're not going to kill the person on the trolley. The trolley is just going to stop because it has emergency brakes or something like that. Say you're going to tip the pillar over, but there's a baby on the other side, like a stroller, left alone without the mom. And if you tip the pillar over, you can't, divert the pillar to make it go anywhere else. Would you tip the pillar over and thereby killing the baby, but also saving the 6 people, the 5 on the track and the person that's on the trolley?
That is a tough question.
You can always ask for a lifeline. We have
I'm
2
going
other
to ask
audience.
for a lifeline.
Okay, who do you
Matt
want?
Brie
Says kill the baby.
He says kill the baby.
Oh, do you agree? To save the 6 other people? You don't have to agree. It's just a moral question.
This is a really hard question. Because I want to save all of them.
You can't. That's the thing. It's so fun how you're killing people. Well, I mean, it's okay if you don't want to answer.
I don't think I have an answer for this question right now.
So you would do nothing, thereby killing the 5 people.
No.
You have made your decision.
I would do something.
Well, by killing the baby. You're either doing nothing or you're doing something, like you said in the first one. That's the same thing. It's so funny because you're in that situation and you're doing something by doing nothing. So, either or matters.
That's true. But how, are the people on the track want to be there? Or
They're construction workers on the track.
Then that should be closed off.
It's not. There's a trolley, like a rogue trolley, just out there. That's usually how it's said in the question.
I know. You're right.
All those people are innocent.
They are innocent.
You want to skip to the next question?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So say you're back on the trolley, and there's 5 people on the track, but they all have minor criminal offenses. Nothing bad, no murder or anything, but all of them have done something against the law, just like a little bit, like they just anything like that. And then, but the other person on the second track is a good person. They have done no wrong, and they will stay being a good person, and they will actually do good stuff in their future. You don't know that, but you know they are a good person. Who would you do?
In their future.
Would you still save the 5 people over the one because they're not that bad, but they still did criminal offenses?
I feel like a lot of people have done criminal offenses when they're older. More.
It's fine.
But I would still go towards the one person because people can change. Even if you think they're all a good person, they've done nothing wrong, there's always something that they have done wrong that they won't share with people. And I don't think that what they do is necessarily put on who to save.
But this person on the second track has literally done nothing wrong.
See, but I would still go towards the
The one person.
One person.
Yes. So you still think that the 5 are better than 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
now,
they can change, and it's just, yeah.
Okay. Now, to totally ruin that, let's say that there are 4 people on the track, and you see that a supervillain is tying the good person to the tracks on the second tracks, and then backs away to the first track. So there's the 4 people who are innocent, and then there's the supervillain on that side. And then there's the good, honest hero tied to the tracks. Would you kill the 4 innocents along with the supervillain so they don't do anything bad? Or would you kill the hero, thereby saving the innocent lives, but also keeping the villain alive?
Can I phone a friend?
Yes, you can.
Lexi.
I feel like I would still go towards killing the superhero rather than other people, because if it's one superhero compared to 5 other people, if the superhero is truly heroic enough, and a hero as they say they would be heroic enough to sacrifice themselves for the greater good of the majority amount of people.
Awesome. Do you agree?
I agree.
Awesome.
That was lovely, Lexi.
So let's just say that the villain is going to keep doing this. They're going to go on to the next person that's going on a trolley, and they're going to keep killing people. So would you stop it by killing him, or would you just kill the one person by you still saving people, but the villain doing this still, being out there?
I'd kill the super villain.
Awesome. That's the answer I wanted, even though there are no answers and there are no opinions.
Because the first time didn't work, so maybe the second time will.
Maybe the second time. So if you were the second person, you would see that and you would see, oh, I want to kill this guy because he did, like, he's redoing this.
Because I gave him a chance, and he did it again.
Second chances, and he failed.
Yeah.
Okay, now say that, well, okay, let's go off the trolley problem and say that you're in a chess tournament.
Oh, lovely.
And there's a person who has been winning and been a bad sport. And and you're at the final competition and you're about to win. You know that he's going to be super angry with you and be entirely mad and, like, gonna see you and, like, hate everything about you and gonna yell and be terrible if you win. Would you let him win and be just okay and him just be fine and nothing bad happens to you or him?
I'd rather win.
You'd rather win?
Because haters are going to hate, and you just got to go off and just, you know that people are not going to like you, and you know people won't see you for you or, like, be happy for you. Like, you won't have everyone cheering for you every day. But I would still go out, show my talents, and win, even though he's going to be mad at me, but it's not my problem for his life choices.
Okay. Awesome response. The second thing is you're in a chess tournament, or say you're just in a park, and you're against a lovely grandma, and she's been playing chess for a long time, and she's been winning a good streak, and she feels nice about things, and you're just another person who wants to play with her, and you're really good at chess, and say you're about to beat her. She's going to be kind of devastated because she kind of only had chess. Would you let her win, or would you win and then let her just live on with her life without having any more chess? Because that was kind of the only thing she had left.
I'd let her win because I'm gonna have good things come without my life, and she's going towards the end of life, and she needs some. Because a lot of grandparents, when they get towards the end, they get depressed and they don't want to go out and do anything, and I would let her have this little joy before her death.
Awesome. Now that was just an off. So would you say, as like a conclusion, that 5 people's lives are worth more than one?
Yes.
Would you say that you would rather not kill a baby? Well, let me replace that. Would you rather save a baby who has more life ahead of them over 5 other people?
Yes, I would.
Okay. So let's go into the final depths of our thing. The philosopher Aristotle held that a view of happiness is the meaning and the purpose of life, and the whole aim and the end of human existence. Yet the very definition of happiness is diverse as people who seek it. Some people seek relationships, others in works, hobbies, or pleasure. One school of thought says that finding happiness requires a life which every aspect contributes to personal fulfillment. Another believes that happiness is a happenstance and emotional base of positive circumstances. What do you think about this?
What?
What kind of happiness do you say is real? Would you say it is diverse and there's real happiness everywhere, or would you say there's certain happiness that is not as real as others?
I feel like you can find happiness in anywhere you go. It just depends on who you are as a person and what you find joy in, and who you surround yourself is where you're gonna find the most happiness.
So would you say that maybe money can bring happiness?
I believe money can bring happiness.
Okay. So do you think that people have a fulfillment that should go on forever, or should it eventually stop and reach their goal?
I think that goals shouldn't be they're not a social goal or a society goal. It's that individual person's own goal, and when they believe that they are at their goal and they want to stop, then they should stop. But if that person does not want to stop and they want to keep fulfilling, then they should keep fulfilling their dream and keep fulfilling your goal.
Awesome. So that's a really good response. I was thinking that if you keep on doing something for the rest of your life, you hone your skills, and then there's a break because you did everything you can for that, what are you going to do with the rest of your life if your life was devoted to that one thing?
If my life was devoted to that one thing, how old would it be like?
Say that you're 60 and then you retire after your job, and that you've lived what you wanted to and done what you wanted to. Now you have 20 plus years left that you've fulfilled what you wanted and did. What do you do afterwards?
I would devote my life to myself and towards my kids and towards family and friends, and I would do what I put forth all that work to get money in order to do all these fun things, to go travel, to go help out, to go do all of the above. I would just fulfill life to the fullest.
to the fullest of what means?
To the fullest of what I had left.
Do you think that experiences are worth more than objects, like things that you can buy?
You can have objects to fulfill experiences.
Give an example.
Like if you are, let's say you have a lake place, well, you need to buy that lake place in order to fulfill your experience, to have memories with family, have memories with friends. You buy a boat, you need a boat in order to experience, you can experience a lake by just walking out there, but if you want to have those core memories of your family, objects do help imagine more core memories.
So you say that the objects that can bring you happiness are the ones that can bring you more experience after buying them?
Yes.
So a one-time thing that you would buy, like, say, an outfit that you really like that's expensive that you'll outgrow, would that bring happiness, true happiness?
It brings happiness in the moment, but the moment you grow out of it, you'll still have those happy memories of the outfit, but then you can pass it down to other generations and other people who can experience your own happiness.
I 100% agree, because when I look at a picture of myself, like, being like, oh my gosh, I remember when I was like that. That was so cool. Mm-hmm. And it was like a one-time thing, like going to Disneyland. Yeah. That was pretty cool, because that was an experience, but also because, like, I have a hat to remember it, even though it doesn't fit me. That's awesome. Yep. Thank you for joining me at
Thank you.
Lemonade Thoughts. That's the name. And this is probably a one-time situation, so thank you for joining me for the first and last time.
Thank you.
Thank you.